Hi, and welcome back to Time Travel is Possible. This is the channel that continues to review all vintage items, a lot of them in particular to toys. Today we are going to be looking at something special that I didn't expect to get that I just picked up recently. It's the Black Monarchs castle from 1988, the Lego set. They in the 80s they did go through. They put out a couple castles, some in the 70s around the Yellow Castle. That's famously how it's known. And then they came out with the castle in 1984, which I had that one also, and maybe we'll review that one day. I don't have it complete with the box instructions. I just have it from when I was a child. And this one was put out in 1988, and then they put out a few in the early 90s. And then, they still, throughout the years, have come out with castles. I think this might be the third release of a castle. I'm not sure about that, but that's just an educated guess. And then, so we're just going to take a look at this one. Look at the condition of the box and the graphics. Pretty cool. Really still in good shape. There is some tearing on this box that I'll show you. But the first thing I want to show you that's really cool on a collector's spectrum is that it still has the Toys R Us sticker. And look at that. It was $60 back then if your mom or dad wanted to pay for this for Christmas or any other birthday surprises. On the back, it's going to show you that there's many different ways you can take these Legos and make a different set out of it. Here you have a boat, which is pretty cool. Here you have, looks like just another castle formation. And over here, it's showing you that all the guys that come with it and how the horses are dressed. And then here is really cool if you wanted to turn it into something like this where there's a bridge and they're jousting on horses there. So that's pretty cool. Now the thing about it is they only have the instructions in here that tell you how to build this one on the front, which is probably the best one overall. And then it shows a little side graphic there, everybody lined up. You get 8 guys with all their accessories, and then you get 4 guys with the horses and the flags on that side. So ages 8 to 12, it says, 1988. All the sides are in pretty good shape. If you do start to open it, you'll see that there is some more graphics on the inside here. And they're showing you some funny scenes where the guy's being locked up behind the cage. Not sure what this one is. I'll take a look at that. But the jail cell is at the top, which is different. And then it shows a boy playing with it. And on the outside here, it looks like they're trying to pour some tar on anybody that are getting tar ready. And then it has a horse here. So a lot of different configurations. When I go to look at the instructions, I'll try to figure that out. Inside, you do have the instructions, and then you got this plastic that often will tear. It's in really good shape, this clear plastic. And then on the side here, you will see some tearing. This is torn a little here. The flap that comes up, it's tearing right there. And but not too bad. And then the box does slide out here, and that's how you get to all the pieces, the Legos. So I just wanted to show you the beginning of this because I am going to attempt to put it together now, and then we'll pick up from there. Okay, we have completed the Legoland Castle set. It didn't take too much time, but you do have to pay attention to detail. The problem with these instructions in the 1980s is that there's only 23 pages to build this big castle. So in today's standards, you'd be doing about 70 to 90 pages to build this castle. The difficult thing about it is they're doing multiple things at once. So lots of layering going on, and this isn't too bad. They try to do the best here to help you get started, but once you get to, once you get to the stuff in the front here, where you're starting to build the front of the castle on the bottom, it's difficult to sort of tell. And then definitely the layering, when you have the front going up and it's clashing with the back that's already built, you have to pay careful attention. So 23 pages there. The instructions are glossy, good graphic, good color still. And it's kind of cool. They play around a lot with different scenes and what you can do. Looking at the castle itself, there's the 4 Calvary Figures with their horses. They have their shields on. They have swords. They're carrying the flags. They all have these helmets with the mask on the front. And you can see how cool these are. The different color scheme that they use. Those are the 2 lead guys, and then you have their buddies here backing them up. So you got those 4 guys that sort of roam around the castle. The castle itself, and I didn't do this yet, but if you go to the back, you could split it apart, and then it comes out here in the front. So a lot of good detail. You have the brick that is pressed onto the Lego itself. It's not a sticker. There's only 3 of these on the wall over here too, so when you're looking for them, there's only 3 out of all the walls that you build or use. The 1984 castle, the gray one, had a lot more brick that showed up on the walls. So this has very few. So these could be rare, the brick parts, because the other ones are common. Then you have the flag. Now this flag is just a little bit different than the one. It still has the dragon. It's just a little different color scheme compared to the ones on the shield. It's definitely lighter. If you're a collector, it's good to, number one, make sure you have this flag, because it's the only flag out of this whole set. And then someone stepped on this, so it broke off one of the clips. So it still holds on for me, but that's the flag. And then you got 4 archers. You got 2 on the main tower, 1 on the single towers on the outside, and that's their main job. And then you have 4 guys standing post. This one fell off. He's down here. Standing post, and they're going to have shields, and they also either have axes or they have spears that they're using to defend the fort. And then right here, the drawbridge, I did not go ahead and tie any of the rope, because I don't want the next person that's going to have to untie any rope. But to simulate what this would look like, it goes around this wheel, and then the person cranks the wheel, and that draws the bridge up and down. And then same over here, there's another rope that attaches to the gate that brings it up and down. That's tied onto a brick over here. So those are those 2 features there. You do have the 2 torches on the outside, and then you have 2 torches on the inside that you'll see in a moment. It's kind of cool to take accessories if you're a person like me that collects all the Lego accessories obsessively and then, organizes them. I have about 3 or 4 cases full of these Lego accessories. So none of these torches have any fire coming out of them, so you can put like that one in, but that'd be a little bit outrageous because it's going to burn his face and his eyes. So you can definitely take one that might be smaller and put it in there and see if it holds. Like this one holds, so it kind of looks like the torches are lit up during the nighttime. So those are all those. features on the front, and then if you swing it to the back, or here's the side, so that's sort of what it looks like on the side. And then on the back, you're going to see, once again, that this opens up, but you have some axes here, sword there, you can hold spears on the clips. You got 2 more torches right here. Oh, and then on the side over here is a barrel. And in the picture, this is holding swords. I'm not sure why you would want to, if someone's attacking the fort, give them some extra weapons, but there's some swords out there. And then the other feature on the back is the jail cell here, the jail cell door, and you can get at least 3 to 4 guys in there. Close the door, torture them, do whatever you're gonna do, hold them hostage, and so that's a nice feature there. And then, you know, when you do close it, you have the middle here, and there's lots of room in there where you can put like a king's table or a castle table where the knights all meet, or you could put like a king's throne in there. You could just decorate that, put whatever your imagination can come up with. The other thing is there's a 10-piece single flat that is black. It's right up here above this flag. The 10-piece single flat, the black ones are hard to find. I don't know why. They just didn't make a lot of them. There's the 12 pieces are more common, but so you want to make sure you have that, and you also always want to make sure that each piece has the Lego brand on it, okay? Because they make a lot of knockoffs. So that's the castle there, and then like we did talk about, the box, great condition. You have the front, you have everybody doing their thing. I love that they showed so many different things that you can do. Here's the guy doing the wheel up here. And then the only one that's still interesting, the most interesting to me, is this piece here, where they built like a Trojan horse, and they have the 4 archers attacking their men, basically. It's their men against their men. And the castle, and then they have the flag up here that this guy's running on the horse. These guys are defending the castle with the axe, a spear, and then obviously going to be some tar there. And then this little goofy scene where he's kind of he's taking off his helmet, taking his weapons, and he's pushing them into the jail cell. It seems like there's something else in there too. But so they had a lot of fun with this. You could do so many different things. You're not going to be able to find out how to do any of this in the instruction manual. It only shows you the front side here. But I'm sure that's online somewhere by now. I haven't taken a look at that. So this is the Black Monarchs Castle in 1988. So go ahead and feel free to comment below if you had it, and then how much fun you might have had with it, the memories you had. And then, as always, go ahead and subscribe or like my videos, because I'm going to be coming out with a lot more reviews of vintage toys. And then I'm also moving into that in January or February. I'm moving into the World War I and World War II items. My son got a lot of that for Christmas, so we're going to be reviewing gas masks, rifles, canteens, all that stuff that you got from World War II that we picked up a lot of. So once again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the future.